Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you very much for joining me today. It's March the 19th, a Tuesday, and we're going to go over what has been happening in the crypto market so far, and especially with this huge Bitcoin drop. Make sure that you stick around to the very end of the video, and it's going to make you feel a lot better when you know exactly what's going on, because I know many of you are very panicked right now. But if you make it to the end of this video, you're going to be more informed than 99% of the people out there. So thank you very much for joining me. My name is Philicon. I've been in the crypto space for over 9 years now. Started with $200, started investing and day trading, and now I'm well over 7 figures. And I'm here to give you the best information that you can possibly get in a short 10-minute period because I value your time. So let's jump right into it. So I want to let you guys know that whenever these drops occur, it's very normal in the market to happen. And they're going to occur a lot more than you would like for it to happen, unfortunately. But these corrections are normal and they're natural and they're important for the progress of how Bitcoin is trending right now. And one of the best gauges of how a coin is trending is something called the ATR, the average true range. And this is a measurement of the volatility. So if you're seeing something that's trending for a long period of time, you've always got to wonder, when is the volatility actually going to change? How long has it been volatile for? So if you take a look at Bitcoin and you look for the indicator here for those that are interested, it's called the chandelier exit by Everget right here. This one here is a measurement of the ATR or the volatility. And as you can see here, ever since the beginning of the bear market, we have seen a major red resistance, which indicates that the volatility has been extremely bearish. But at the beginning of 2023, we see that it changes from a red color to a green color. And it actually has been consistently green for the entire period since 2023. So because of this, we can say that on the weekly chart right now, Bitcoin has been trending with a bullish volatility since the beginning of 2023. And this green line, it actually acts as a major support. So what we can see is that every time it gets very close to this green line, it actually ends up bouncing significantly. As you can see, for over 5 times now since the bull market began. So is it safe to say that there is a possibility that we're going to get to these lower ranges again near the green line? It's definitely a possibility. So what if 3 things could occur? 1, it gets kind of close to it, but not that close, and then we end up rallying. 2, we get to the green line, and we either break hard below it, or we bounce once we get there. Or 3, we don't even respect it in any way at all, and we just simply drop extremely hard below it. Now, I don't think that's likely to happen. I think that the worst case scenario is going to be getting to roughly around these particular regions, which is between $54,000 to $56,000. And now keep in mind, it's not guaranteed we're going to get there, but if we were to get to these 54 to 56K regions, there is a strong possibility for a huge support. Now, for everybody that's new into crypto, I need you to firmly understand that every time there has been a major cycle going to the upside, there's always been a major drop as well. And that's okay because it's healthy for Bitcoin to create newer highs. So for example, if we take a look in even 2016 over here, we're going to see drops up to 40%, but it eventually recovers. And then we get another drop of about 35%, and even another drop over here of 35%. And even another drop over here of about 40%, and even another drop here of around 40%. So as you can see, even one over here at 30%. So what you can see is that it doesn't matter what year it is. We're always going to get some major correction. For example, over here, 20%. For example, over here, we're going to get a 30%. For example, over here, 50%. So what I'm trying to let you know is that these market cycles, they're very common to see a huge drop. And a lot of amateur traders, they're going to be completely thrown off because it's hard for them to accept this fact. I mean, imagine being up about 100% in your entire portfolio, and then all of a sudden a drop occurs. I know exactly what's going through your mind. And what you're thinking is, I should have and could have taken profit, but I didn't. Because if I could have taken profit, and if I did, I would now have an opportunity to buy back a lot cheaper. But unfortunately, you can only say that in hindsight now that you've seen crypto drop substantially. But what if it actually didn't drop in any way at all? It would still continue to the upside. And if you did sell your position and it kept continuing to the upside, you would be forced to buy back at a much higher price. And if you did that, you would lose out on immense profit. So in my personal opinion, the diamond hands strategy, I personally believe that holding for a long period of time and ensuring that if there is a dip, you keep buying back more. But rather than trying to time a semi-top where you think that this might be a short-term top, you sell some of your position and then you buy back cheaper. But if that doesn't happen, you're screwed. So in my opinion, this strategy is very flawed because of the risk of the coin or of crypto market in general if it keeps continuing to the upside. Whereas I believe that it's better to just hold through the dip. And then if there's a major drop, just like how it's happening right now, so where the whole market cap is dropping like 20% and then Bitcoin, Ethereum is dropping 15%, it doesn't matter to me in the long term. In the short term, it's going to affect my overall portfolio, but I understand the risk associated with selling now because there's a huge potential for a coin to keep continuing to the upside. So instead of selling, what I do is I ensure there's a reasonable amount of cash on hand. This way, if there are dips like this, I'm always going to be in a position where I can add to my portfolio because my long-term bias is to actually buy long-term and to profit over the next year or two. So if you're stressed out about the market actually dipping right now, what I would really suggest is take a step back from day trading. Day trading is going to be very detrimental in a market like this. And the easy way to show you how crazy bad the market is with my advanced range and volatility scanner. This is a scanner that measures all of the volatility in the market, and it also hunts for a 4-hour support. And you can see that there's not many coins that are lit up green right now. In fact, there's only 1, 2, 3, TIA, OM, and Front that's green. And in a bull market, you'll see this volatility scanner light up green to every single coin where there's a lot of possibilities. But because there's not a lot of coins that are lit up green right now, you can easily say that the market is not volatile in a bullish way. In fact, the market is so bearish right now. So if you expect to capitalize in this type of short-term bearish market, I can assure you that it's going to be very difficult. In my opinion, if I could tell a very good friend, then give him very altruistic advice, what I would tell them is to focus on your normal life right now. Focus on your real job, your family, your friends, everything else right now, and just take a small break away from crypto because the market will eventually return. The more you look at your portfolio drop, the more devastating it's going to be. Understand that this is just short term right now. The medium term and also the long-term picture indicates that Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay, and there's most likely going to be a mega rally. Now, let me show you one very bullish scenario that you're most likely going to appreciate. If you take a look at Bitcoin on an Elliott wave perspective, for those that don't know, Elliott wave theory is one of my favorite theories to use when it comes to evaluating the market and seeing how it's trending. So Bitcoin's first wave started off with here. And then we can see that there's only 2 or 3 subwaves that are formed so far. So the first wave formed over here, the second wave ended over here, and the third wave is actually still in formation right now. And the third wave, the big third wave, this one over here, it's supposed to have 5 major subwaves in it, but it actually doesn't have 5 major subwaves in it. So because of that, you could assume that this is only a wave 4 correction that's happening, and there's most likely to be a huge wave 5 sometime later this year. Now, these are not the exact numbers, but I'm just trying to show you that this is how the Elliott wave structure is starting to look right now. it's showing that there's only 3 subwaves and a 4 is forming and a 5 will eventually begin. So it's okay if you see your portfolio dip. I've shown you that multiple times in the market before, they have dipped substantially. But those with the diamond hands and those that have set cash aside to buy more crypto in the future will be the ones that are the most successful. So it's okay. Just take a deep, deep breath and relax. Buy some more. Do you believe in Bitcoin and crypto long term? And if you do believe in crypto and in Bitcoin long term, then your best interest is just to chill right now and take it easy and understand that these market corrections are very normal. And if you look back on this correction in a few months or even later in 2024 or even summer, you're just going to be glad that you stayed in the game. So it's okay, guys. Take it easy. Understand that this is normal. Bitcoin has been on a major rally since the beginning of 2023. It deserves a bit of a correction. But to be more specific, Bitcoin ended up going on a major rally since the ETF was announced for the second time. And then this particular wave started just at the beginning of this year. So we've been on a major rally for a long period of time, and it's inevitable that Bitcoin is now finally correcting. So if you are able to weather the storm during these types of major bull markets with major dips, I assure you that in a year or two from now, you're going to look back and be like, yep, I was actually to withstand that storm and I made it through it. So anyways, I will end the video right here. If you enjoy these types of videos, make sure you're hitting a like and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have yourselves a great day and thank you for watching. My name is Phil, signing off.